once again in another exciting tutorial of science. This is your tutor, the science guru, Mr. Mobiana. Come with me as we learn a practical session again. So we're looking at density and mass. Now, by definition, guys, density can be defined to be this is the mass per unit volume of a substance, and the SI unit for density are grams per centimeter cubed. So let's learn, let's break this down. So in this experiment below, you are to investigate the mass and density of a substance. You are provided with liquid P and beaker. So you are provided with two things: liquid P, liquid P, liquid P, and you're also provided with a beaker. Take note of that. Then they are saying that measure the mass of the empty beaker on the beam balance. 2. Add 20 centimeter cube of liquid P in the beaker and measure the new mass. 3. What is the mass of the water? 4. Repeat the procedure in 2. Question 2. This procedure in 2 for the following volumes. So this is simple. This is simple, guys. We are saying measure the mass of the empty beaker. So get this beaker, put it on the beam balance. First, you zero the beam balance. You zero the beam balance. Your beam balance should look something like this. It will have two buttons, a start button and a stop button. So you zero it. You zero it. Reading should be somewhere here. You zero it, then get this beaker, weigh it. So let's assume that when you weighed this beaker, it gave you 49 grams. Okay? Then what you do next? You get, so your beaker, it's going to have demarcations of volume, demarcations of volume. So you get the liquid P. You don't know. The liquid P can be anything. Okay? It can be anything. Get your liquid P. You make sure you add 20 centimeter cubes of the liquid P in the beaker. So now, once you add your liquid P in, you're going to see that it's going to make a meniscus. Okay? It will make something like a curve. It's called a meniscus in chemistry. So now, what do you do now? When getting your readings for the beaker, you get below the meniscus. Okay? So your 20 should be below your meniscus, not above it. So once you get this, measure, put it on the beam balance and measure the mass. So your new mass, let's assume is 64 grams. Okay? We have written that 64 grams. Now, they are saying, what is the mass of the water? So now, for you to find the mass of the water, guys, you say, mass of the water is equal to mass 2 minus mass 1. Okay? The mass of both the water and the beaker, so you subtract minus the mass of the beaker. So you say 64 grams minus 40, minus 49 grams. Once you do this subtraction, you should get a 15 grams, just like that. Then they are saying, repeat the procedure in 2. This is the procedure in 2 for the following volumes. So we have that. We have that. So they're saying, repeat the procedure in 2. In 2 for the following volumes. So 20 centimeter cubed we did already when we found 64 grams, and once we subtracted this minus that, we got 15 grams. We come to 30 centimeter. Do the same. Add 30 centimeter cubed of water in the beaker, of liquid P in the beaker. Read below the meniscus. Let's it is giving you it is giving you 79. Okay, and when you do this, it's giving you, let's say 80. Let's say it's giving you 87. Yeah. When you do the next one, it's giving you a 90. So how do you find the volume of the water? How do you find the volume of the water? Just subtract. You said 79 minus 79 minus 49. You're going to get a zero there, and 40 grams there to give you. Then you come to the second one. Say 87. 87 there. Okay. So you say what is 87 by that. So you're going to get we say we say that will give us 8 grams there, and this will give us 3. So we're having a 38. You come to the 90. Come to the 90. So give you 4. That will give you 1 there, and that will give you, sorry, this is 8 to give you 4, 41. You have the mass of the new masses of the water. So they're saying plot a graph of plot a graph of mass of the water against the mass of the beaker. You do the same. Get your graph paper. Get your graph paper. So once you plot your graph of mass of the water against what? Against volume, you need to come up with such a graph. You need to come up with a straight graph. Okay, but there are instances where points are not meeting. Let's say one point isn't meeting. Don't force it. Leave it. Okay. Then they're saying what physical quantity does mass over volume measure? What physical quantity does mass over volume measure? It measures the what? The density. Then remember that when you are graphing your graph, you need to come up with a what? With a scale. Come up with a scale and make sure that you use 3% of your graph part. And when you are doing your graph, leave the entire box from one axis, leave the box axis, and down leave a box, so that your graph will be to the standard. Thank you for watching this tutorial lesson. This has been your tutor, the Guru.